Welcome back to the D4 channel. We have returned for a spoiler review on the new show, The Acolyte. Episodes 1 and 2, Lost and Found, and Revenge and Justice.
You remembered.
I remembered.
Good job.
That was my brain trying to recalibrate.
You did it.
And if you guys are new to this channel, what do you gotta do?
You gotta like and subscribe. Hit that notification button, please.
Mm-hmm.
I said button, I meant bell.
Yeah, it is a button too.
It is also a button.
Hit the button. If you guys haven't seen before, we did do a Dave Filoni skit, which I believe has 25 views right now. And
somewhere around there.
A very nice. Hold on, I'm gonna get this comment because this person needs to be recognized. Hold on.
Give us 1 second.
This is live. Talk to the audience while I.
My head is kind of empty. I'm not gonna lie. You guys like Fear and Hunger? I don't have anything in my head right now.
Fear and Hunger. Talk about Fear and Hunger. This channel could be about that too.
Wait, but this channel's about Star Wars.
This channel. Sometimes in Star Wars we have fear and hunger. You feel me? Two prevalent things in Star Wars.
There's a lot of fear.
Fear and hunger.
Is there much hunger?
Yeah, the Sith are hungry for power.
Oh, you're right. You're so right. I
got it. So, if you're watching this, shout out to you, and I believe you're our newest subscriber because we have 53 now. At IOSARBX. I don't know if this was actually say a word, but yeah, at IOSARBX. The comment was so nice. D4 channel, this is so fun. I'm happy I found your channel. So we appreciate that comment. I'm pretty sure you're the newest subscriber we got.
Thanks.
And that was a comment he or she had on our latest skit, Dave Filoni is Star Wars Canon. Thumbnail by the cameraman, Mr. Sir Tape, whatever he wants to go by.
It might change. You never know.
So we're going to do more skits. But now that the Acolyte...
Make sure to check out that video.
Please check out that video. I'll have the... obviously, if you're watching this, it's on the channel, and I'll put the little thing on the screen so you could, you could click on it. But please check that out. We're going to do more skits. But now the Acolyte is back. We are doing our usual podcast spoiler review on this amazing TV show. So... if you haven't seen this TV show, episode 1 and 2 of Star Wars, The Acolyte, leave now because it is a spoiler review.
Oh my god.
The Jedi justify their galactic dominance in the name of peace. And peace
is a lie. I know.
This was a show I was very hyped about.
Very interesting.
Because as you know, I love Jedi. I love the Force, the magics of Star Wars. Andor... and all the other...
It's got aliens.
It got aliens! It got aliens! I was so happy to see the vibe and the aesthetics of the background people. It feels like we're in Star Wars, but with the writing of Andor and the mystery of... I guess kind of like a Stranger Things, kind of like a...
I don't know.
Kind of like a Knives Out type of murder mystery type of thing. It also was influenced... the director said she was influenced by one of the arcs in the Clone Wars with Ahsoka leaving the Order, which I guess is the Osha, the girl we follow. She's kind of like the Ahsoka of this. Well, framed for murder she didn't commit and left the Jedi Order.
Yeah. Kind of realized that.
Yeah.
Minus the twin aspect.
Which the whole internet was, because on the poster of the Acolyte, it has the two sisters on the side.
Yeah.
And people for the longest time were like, that's probably twins. But then another theory was that, because in the trailer, there's this coming of witches. And I think one of the Jedi, their eyes turned black. So people were assuming that it was like a high.
Don't worry, the witches will show up.
Hide and Jekyll type of thing where she's like, she doesn't know that she's murdering, but it's her. Like she got two personalities, but it's twins.
That would be cool, but this also could be cool if done right.
I thought it was cool done right. At first, I thought it was like twins seem kind of, because they did the twin things with Luke and Leia before, so I'm like, maybe they might not cross that boundary.
They're even like twinning the titles of the episodes.
Right, yeah. Lost and Found and then Revenge and Justice, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even know that. Okay, so Lost and Found, basically just about them, and then Revenge is the May, and then Justice is Osha.
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually makes
so
sense.
That's what they're doing in the titles.
Yeah. What do you think about the characters so far?
So far, it's still kind of early for me, but I'm not really attached to anyone quite yet. So far, and you think the same, my favorite is, I forgot his name.
Master Soul.
Master Soul, thank you.
AKA the guy from Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Squid Games! Like, from watching that show where he's speaking nothing but his native tongue, Korean, it was cool to hear his voice in English.
Yeah, he did really well.
I only disagree with you in the fact that I actually care about him a lot. There's a one moment when I think he found Osha and he gave her that smile. I was like, okay, I love him. I was like, this guy, all the Jedi, because even Vernestra Rove, which she's in the books in the High Republic, fun fact, she was the youngest Jedi Knight. I think she was made Jedi at 16. So
damn.
Yeah, and she's known for her nice purple hair, but she's bald now. I think she's like
bald.
She's bald, and she's the same species as Barriss, Miralaran.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
But she's 200 years old, and she looks way better than Barriss, who's like 30.
Well, you know what happened with Barriss.
Yeah, she's the healer.
She's more Jedi than Jedi.
Than Jedi. So, like, all the characters, because this show is supposed to be about why the Jedi became so rigid and so uncompassionate by the time we see the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, we could damn well see.
Yeah, because I can't remember the name. The black guy with the stereotypical black guy haircut.
I don't know. Start with a U, right?
Yuda, something like that. He comes in like, gotta take her in. We gotta arrest her. We gotta do this. He's very like by the book.
But hey, the op ended up being like the one that saved her from not going to prison.
This is very true. Like they have something that I like, but they have the fall of the Jedi that's slowly going to become the entire order. Yeah, which is why I like Anakin's phrase when he's in the council and they're testing him on his Force. He's like, "It's cold, sir." And like before, when you watch that, you're like, "Oh well, maybe he's not used to anywhere but desert planet." But if you remember, every time he shows up as Vader, Kanan says it. Everybody always says it's cold.
It's either cold or everything's burning alive.
Everything's burning, exactly. So the dark side was surrounding the council. So because the High Republic in the books, they are like the light, the beacon of the galaxy. Like when you see them, they all have different aspects from the Force. They're all like, it's literally about light and life. They're so unique and like compassionate, and like they're allowed to love people. There's one Jedi he smashes like on a regular basis, long as he doesn't get attached. Like they're allowed to do all these things, and still be Jedi. And now you kind of see slowly they're becoming that like political slave.
May I talk? May I talk?
Woman, just say the Padawan girl. Just say.
Am I allowed to speak?
Oh my! I like it. He's like, you don't have to sit all the time. Just say what you need to say. Like I was like, oh my god,
so robotic.
They're literally all robotic, and so I think maybe that's why I like him so much more is because he's kind of the Qui-Gon of the show. He's a lot different from the regular Jedi that are in this galaxy so far. So I love him. I know he's probably gonna die.
Yeah, I'm feeling like he's gonna die.
Right, because if you don't know, this show starts off with, I don't remember the Jedi's name, but Trinity, the one who plays Trinity in Matrix, she gets attacked by Osha's twin May in a bar on, I can't remember what the planet's name was.
Don't know.
Action scenes are, I don't know who does the choreography for the action scenes.
Yes, the choreography has to be the best part so far for me about this.
It gave me like a little John Wick like flavor.
I remember they said that reel you sent me how they were gonna make all of them like unique with the choreography, and
for this show,
Oh,
did this say that?
Yeah, you sent me that.
Oh yeah, I did. I did.
Sometimes D4 forgets. Sometimes D4.
Actually, they all do fight the same. So like Master Soul, and I think her name was Unida. They fight similarly, but like Unida fought more Zen, and Master Soul fought a tad more aggressive. Yeah. And then obviously May, she fights because I think she's been trained by, as we see in the trailer and the show, I'm assuming, I don't know if he's a Sith Lord or he's an apprentice. trying to get another acolyte to follow him, but
Who
she
knows?
clearly finds extremely aggressive, and for some reason she doesn't have a lightsaber. Which now that I'm thinking about it, that would make sense because if she's trained to be a Sith, I'm going a little deep in the weeds. When Anakin became Vader, Palpatine he burnt all the lightsabers of the fallen Jedi, and then he basically said, Vader, for a Sith, you're gonna have to go out basically weaponless and go find the Jedi, kill him, take his crystal, and bleed it. So that's probably what she's doing. She's trying to...
Yeah, which makes sense why she was trying to grab...
Yes, the lightsabers.
The lightsaber.
Okay, now I'm talking... Okay, now that's making sense, yeah.
But she left the first one on the floor.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah, wait, never mind. She left the first one on the floor. But then she was trying to grab
Master Soul's
lightsaber. So, how does that make any sense?
Yeah. Because if she killed the first master, she'd have took her lightsaber, bled the crystal, turned it red.
What is this, like some kind of... They have to be alive for you to take their lightsaber?
No, you have to kill them. That's the rule. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a moral thing. Also, the thing where she says... attack, like she won't attack first, she wants them to attack her first.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's I want to feel better about what I'm doing. So
yeah, I think it's literally because she seems to be like blaming them for what happened. So it's like, you're the monster, so you should attack first. Because monsters attack first.
But they're Jedi, so they're like, no, we're not going to attack
maybe
you.
It's like, if I attack first, I'm the monster.
Right, even though she's clearly the monster because I think she's the Acolyte. Because the show's called The Acolyte. I think she's the Acolyte.
I'm assuming she's literally on the cover.
Yeah, but like, again, because this is 100 years before Phantom Menace, so Palpatine's not born yet.
He's a little fetus.
He's a little fetus. Someone somewhere in the galaxy might just be starting to make Palpatine. And whoever those two people are, I wish they would go and take them out. Stop them from doing the dance with no pants because they're about to breed a monster.
Palpatine swam too fast in there.
He said, I'm the first one to come out. So he's not there yet. Plagueis, we don't know his species yet because he's canon, but in Legends, he's immune and they can live for hundreds of years. But we don't know his species in canon. So we don't know if that that masked person is Plagueis.
It could be anyone.
Or
it could even be you.
I'm the master.
Maybe.
Then if you know what happens if you don't like and subscribe to the D4 channel.
We have a Spotify.
We do have a Spotify as well. So if you don't do that, you will also get choked. But yeah, we don't know the mystery surviving that. For all we know, that masked person is the apprentice, which I kind of my mindset is that Sith is an apprentice trying to get another apprentice to fight. Yeah. So that's why I'm assuming in my head. But you're right. She doesn't take the lightsaber when she kills the first Jedi. And May is working on I don't know, this frigate or something, doing a job somewhere in space, living a regular life. She was a former Padawan of the Jedi Order. She left. We don't know why she left. And based on everything we saw in that whole prison escape when the ship was crashing, I mean, clearly she's force sensitive, but like, I guess it's kind of like when
she lost it.
Yeah, she lost it a little bit. Like when Obi-Wan didn't use the force for a while in the Obi-Wan show, he kind of struggled a little bit. So I guess that's So
I guess it doesn't matter how good you are, you're still gonna struggle getting back into it.
I realize the force is a muscle. Like if you don't use your muscles,
it's kind of a muscle. Because I think it was like 6 years since she used it, right?
Six years since she's been a Jedi. Yeah. So if you don't use your muscles in 6 years,
that's quite a while.
Yeah, that's quite a while. You're gonna be a little weak. So I love her droid too. I can't remember the droid's name.
I don't remember either.
I love that little droid, little pocket
little
droid.
Handheld fellow.
Yeah, I call him. I don't know why he reminds me of BMO from Adventure Time. I call him BMO.
Just minus legs.
Minus the legs. But
it's just like a phone.
Every droid they make from no matter what people think of the shows, all the shows have a droid that people love.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to hate the droids, except if you're certain droids.
You're either talking about the mouse droid or the...
I still like mouse droids in a certain way.
Okay, then you're talking about the pro droid then. Why are you hating on the pro droid?
Why do you hate the Squidward droid? Yeah, for the same reason.
No, because the Squidward droid is mad annoying in Rebels.
Yeah, it's mad annoying in Rebels too. Yeah.
I mean, that's because it does its job so well.
Yeah, the Squidward droid's doing its own job well.
Like what?
I don't know, whatever a Squidward droid does.
No, the Squidward droid does not do anything right.
I don't remember what that droid is called.
I don't remember what that droid is called either. It's similar to C3. I know it's not a protocol droid, but it's something along that vein. But I don't know. I don't like those droids. Because you have C-3PO's type of droids anyway, so why do you need them? But that's beside the point. I love the droid in this show. He right? Yeah. He
maybe?
He is very cool. Even the one that was part of the ship when they arrested Osha. That droid had
was caked.
That droid had some cake to rival Ultron.
Yeah, I might need a little comparison. See who'll be two.
I don't even know if I could find that on the internet, but if I can, I'll
get their sides.
I'll go side by side of like those two caked up robots because
you need to get their sides because that's where it really shows
the little curve. Oh my! I said that droid could get it.
Maybe because we droids, but you know.
We are droids, so we appreciate the forms of some sexy droids.
We love some new droids up in here.
We do love some new droids. And I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to see... I'm assuming we're going to see Master Yoda. He has to be somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him. But again, he's still alive here. So
he's good.
And Vanestra at the end of episode 2 said the council gotta strategize. So I believe he's still part of the council. So
if we're doing a council meeting,
he gotta be in it.
You feel me?
Now, are we gonna get Puppet Yoda or are we gonna get CG Yoda?
You're gonna. You know what Yoda you're gonna get.
We're getting Papa Yoda. Yeah. Because after the prequels, everyone for some... Like, I grew up in the prequels, so I love CG Yoda, but I also love Papa Yoda. So I'm like, it's most likely going to be a puppet. Because even in the beginning scene at the bar, you could tell that some of those aliens sitting with the Jedi were like animatronics or like puppets, the way they moved and stuff.
Puppet Yoda.
Let's go Puppet Yoda. So I'm assuming that's the one we're going to see. Frank Oz is probably going to do a voice again. So I'm excited to see that. The planets looked great. Yeah. All of them.
Awesome.
Like Coruscant looked amazing as ever. If you realize the Jedi Temple is unhindered by stuff around it, like it is in the prequel. So it's like...
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it looks a little different. The planet May went to with the Bearish Vow Jedi, that one looked so cool. The ice planet they were on looked like all the planets look so unique. I love the background as usual.
Good world design.
Good. Oh my god, it like I'm so glad. I'm waiting to see how it all turns out, but I'm so glad of the aesthetics of the show because they're the only show really. Even Obi-Wan kind of didn't really have that much ambiance of the aliens.
Yeah, they didn't really.
Yeah, it was more about Obi-Wan per se. But Mandalorian obviously has a lot of that. Ahsoka had a good chunk of that. Andor had none of it, basically.
They remembered the aliens later.
They remember the aliens later. Like,
they just remembered it.
Let me put that.
Like, oh damn! I forgot about the aliens.
This is Star Wars. We can't just have humans.
My
in it.
bad.
And again, the humans in this show, I love Osha. I don't know much about her, and I'm not really invested in her too much yet.
I'm not invested in her,
but I know I will because it's late because I saw that video that I sent you of her geeking out.
Her actress, I very much do love her. She seems like such a very sweet person.
Right. So just because of that, I love her by association. And I know because she seems so pure. I know I'm going to fall in love with her. Even May, because they hint at the whole backstory of May killing her family. We don't know why. We don't know how, because they were children. So we don't know the whole
so maybe
line.
Next episode will hopefully tell us more.
A little bit more, right? She's killing the 4 Jedi that were there. Master Soul, the first one she killed. The Bearish Vow one, which the Bearish Vow one guy, he was so cool Because I've never seen. I've seen Jedi meditate in foot before.
Yeah,
but he created a barrier where like literally she couldn't get through it. She was trying to punch.
Bro
through.
took that barrier to the grave.
Right? I was like, apparently he's been doing that for 10 years, meditating for 10 years.
I mean, I guess if you were to meditate for 10 years and have a barrier around you, you would be pretty good at it.
Right? But then she comes back from the shop with the guy that makes her the poison, and she comes back to him and is like, hey, you remember the bad things you did in the past? She put the poison on the floor. He's like, yeah. He just drinks the poison and I'm like, what?
I mean, apparently that's why he was meditating for that long, because he felt that guilty.
But if you meditate for 10 years, you think you would let that go or find some peace?
I don't know. I guess don't get, your emotions all up.
That was lame.
I guess he wasn't Jediing.
That was lame. I was like, you gonna show off such cool power, and then you just gonna go back to the floor and drink the poison and die. No.
Yeah, that was that was a bit strange.
I'm really hoping when they show the backstory of what happened in their past, he better do something really bad for me.
If he doesn't do something really bad, then that was really bad writing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like, they know a Jedi is going to drink poison.
That's the scary thing about this show, is that it really could go in a good direction or a very bad one, depending on how they go with this.
That's very true. I really hope they don't have the Marvel symptom, where a lot of Marvel shows start off very strong, and then towards the end they kind of lose their luster. So I really hope that's not the case.
That's the kind of scary part of where it is right now, is that it could lean either way.
Right, yeah. So, we will reserve our judgment for when the show actually finishes. But so far, based on that, I thought his death was lame. Yeah, very. It was very lame. I do like I can't remember his name. The guy who supplies the poison. I just love his vibe. He's like that slimy underworld like everyday criminal you would meet to get your guns or your poison.
Bro, he's just like kind of the character who like sells like cocaine to college students.
Yeah,
he's that kind of guy.
You want to do some coke?
He gives cocaine to like college students.
He's literally that type of guy. And I love that he seems to be linked with not only May, our main bad guy, but he seems to be kind of linked with the Sith, because he says the first line of the Sith code, which peace is a lie. And it goes, there's only passion.
She literally sounds so annoyed. It sounds like when and you would say your like quotes to someone who's not a Star Wars fan, they're like, oh my god.
She's like, yes, I get it. Peace is a lie. There's only she's like, I get it.
Could you relate?
I could relate. I'm like, let me say the whole say the words. Peace is a lie. There's only passion.
He's a fan.
Passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force set me free.
As you can see, he's a light fan. He doesn't really care about Star Wars.
I don't really care about Star Wars. Like,
he just knows it a little bit.
I really just do it on the off time because like I have nothing better to do. I really don't like Star Wars that much. I just do a podcast about Star Wars.
We just have a Star Wars channel just because we thought, let's just make one. We didn't really care.
Yeah, like I think Star Wars is kind of lame, but like people love it, so that's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, that's why we're doing this. So, we're droids. What do we care?
We're droids. I don't care about nothing. But I love that little zit stuff. Like if you're a fan like me and you know that, you're like, oh, that's a zit code. But if you're not, you're just like, okay, he's just talking about the Jedi's dominance in the galaxy is a lie. Like their peace is a lie. They're just using that excuse to control the galaxy, which is not true. But the senators are using the Jedi.
Yeah, so in a way, it's true, but not directly.
Correct. And that's the thing that made the Jedi fall so deeply, is because they became basically slaves to the Senate. And even the Count Dooku episode, Until the Jedi...
Hey, watch Tales of the Jedi.
Watch Tales of the Jedi, because that has some very good Star Wars moments. Even in that, when that bastard senator is like, you serve the Senate, and then Count Dooku is like, no, we serve the people of this republic.
Tales of the Jedi hit so hard. It hit so hard.
It's so like, I love Tales of the Empire, but Tales of the Jedi was a little better.
I don't know how Tales of the Jedi was more darker
than Tales of the Empire. I couldn't find the meme of like what was it? It was like that SpongeBob meme. I know, right?
Yeah.
Of like one of the big fishes, and then Tails of the Empire was one of those dirty looking fishes.
That was so surprising to me. I thought Tales of the Empire was gonna be like so like, but no, it was like tame compared to what we saw in Tales of the Jedi.
Tales of the Jedi was a whole different story.
Yeah,
so
that was.
So I love that whole, because even in the High Republic books that I'm reading right now, they're aligned with the Republic, because even the Republic itself as well were really good. They're all about doing the right thing, but the Jedi weren't beholden to them. They're like, we associate with you, but we're our own entity. We do whatever we want.
Which is how it's supposed to be.
Which is how it's supposed to be. Which is the problem in the prequels. They were too intertwined with the politics of the galaxy, which is why it's like in Marvel or in DC when the government wants to basically have the superheroes sign the rights for the thing. And it's like, we tell you where to go, and the superheroes like, no, if we do that, we're not going to be somewhere where we have to be because we are the good guys and you guys just...
Politics, am I right, guys?
Like, I don't want it in my Star Wars. I don't want it in my life.
But it's going to be there.
It's going to be there. And honestly, look, politics in Star Wars, when done right,
is good.
It is
very good.
Amazing.
It's sometimes the best parts of Star Wars.
Is the politics.
Yeah.
Please watch the Clone Wars, because the Clone Wars has so many episodes about the politics done so right. Like, people hated Phantom Menace. It's like, blockade trades. I will make it legal. I was like, George is trying to make a commentary on not only governments but also industries and film in general, which is ironic because Lucasfilm has become one of those pillar empire industries now. But
ain't that funny?
You know, ain't that a little bit of a joke? But it's a whole commentary on how structures like that can be very negative and very poisonous to people in general. So
boring.
Oh, you don't like that?
Boring.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about some lightsabers. The lightsabers in here,
lightsabers.
They were so cool. Actually, you know what? We only saw 3 lightsabers in the 2 episodes. The first one, the Jedi that she killed, Trinity, the green one. The black guy by the book guy, his was like a golden yellow.
Yeah.
And then the blue lightsaber from one of those Jedi where the Barish Violet Jedi was. We only saw 3 lightsabers.
Yeah, because...
And then, of course, the red one from the Sith.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we haven't seen... We saw in the trailer, I don't know if you saw the trailer, I think I sent it to you.
You did, but I forgot.
Vernestra's light whip, like the lightsaber turned to a whip.
I did remember the whip, though.
Right. I see a lot of people complaining about, like, they don't like it. They want the lightsabers to be more traditional, and they hate it. Even though it's part of her character since the books.
I don't know how one would make a lightsaber like that, to be honest.
I forgot the process of how they actually make it. I know it's frowned upon than Jedi because it's very aggressive.
Yeah, it is quite aggressive to have a lightsaber.
A lightsaber whip, yeah.
But like, it makes you think, why wouldn't more Sith have that? Sounds like a good Sith lightsaber. I think
it's because a lightsaber is already hard to control, even with the Force. I think with the lightsaber whip, it's even more unpredictable with how it moves and stuff like that. Like, I think later in the books, the reason why Vernestra made it was because the Force called her to do it. It said make a lightsaber whip.
Well, I guess, there will be exceptions. I mean, it all depends on how they use it, I guess.
I think it's going to look so cool in this show.
Hey, if it looks cool, we got explanation for it, I think it's okay.
I think it's okay because
I think it's fine.
Yeah, people are traditionalists. They're like, I just want to see the standard single blade, double bladed stuff. I'm like, every Star Wars always introduce something, even as a little thing, something new.
Listen, as long as it's done right and has an explanation for it, I think we'll be okay.
And she's gonna kick butt with that thing too.
We'll see how that goes.
I really wish they kept Vernestra's purple hair. I'm gonna bring up an image of how she looks in the books. I don't know why. There has to be a reason why she went bald. She's so iconic.
Maybe a book will explain that.
Probably.
Probably, because I don't think they're not going to explain it in here.
That's late. They're not going to be like, this is
here.
why I cut my hair off.
Yeah, there's no need for that explanation.
Exactly.
In this.
So we're probably going to get one of the books leading up to like this show of why she shaved her head or something like that. So
eventually you'll hear from D4 if that ever happens.
Yes, you will.
So stay tuned, subscribe.
Please stay tuned to me. But yeah, I did like her. I like the little kids in the when he was talking about feel the force, and they're like, I see peace, I see fire,
I see fire,
I see fire,
I see dead people.
I love that one little baby youngling when he says close his eyes. I remember
he's just like.
I remember when that trailer came out, so many like jokes and memes came out with like people putting the teardrop on his face. Like, I can't close my eyes.
That's kind of weird. So they could never just like blink.
I guess that species can never blink.
So when they're like going to bed, they're like,
oh my god, that must be terrible.
Like they sleep with their eyes open.
Maybe they have like eyelids in their eyeballs.
Like imagine like a fly just like lands on there. Or it's a sandstorm.
You think that Jedi youngling gonna make it in life?
Maybe they have a clear eyelid. A clear eyelid.
That's so strange. I've never seen an alien like that that can't like blink. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that is a bit strange.
Close your eyes. Master Soul, I can't close my eyes.
Very good.
Very good.
You're always observant.
Meditate on why you can't close your eyes. It's the writer's fault. So I love the little children. I love that people were assuming the kid that said I see fire, people thought that was a past thing to either Osha or May. Yeah. But that's just a regular Jedi youngling that says that, which also, again, I love, because again, in the High Republic, everyone views the Force differently. Mm-hmm. So like Master Avar Chris, she sees the Force as like song, as like wavelength. Yeah. I can't remember who it was. I call him the Anakin of that one. Not Stellian, but I forgot his name, but he sees the Force as like a vast ocean when he meditates. So they all have different aspects of the Force, which kind of gets lost in the prequels when they get more dogmatic and less individualistic.
Yeah, you would think thinking about it in a more natural way would make you like learn it better. Like,
right.
Be attuned to it better.
Be more connected to it. But when they become more dogmatic, kind of everyone has that same viewpoint of the Force.
Yeah, that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, which is why you see only basically green and blue, because when you pull your essence in that lightsaber, that's why there's a lot of purples, there's a lot of whites, there's a lot of yellow or gold, because they all have different individualistic, but when they're all in one dogma that's the same, you get either blue or the green. Maybe you get one yellow.
That's deep.
Yeah. Listen, like, this is the stuff I read about, watch when I don't go to sleep. I'm in this shit like deep. I am one of the biggest Star Wars fanatics in the galaxy, and you can fight me on it. Fight me in the comments.
He is canon.
I am canon. I am canon. So I think we basically said most of the show so far. It ends with with the naked Wookiee in the Force.
Yeah.
Kelnaka. Which I wanted it so bad. There's a character in the High Republic called Buraga. Everyone loves him. I think he survived, because last time I read, he was perceived to be dead when the Stellar Beacon blew up and caught fire. But I think I saw somewhere where she's alive. And I kind of wanted that Wookiee to be him, because Wookiees could live for hundreds of years.
I believe.
But it's a different Wookiee. Damn. And he's naked.
I don't believe.
Yeah, he's not. We might see Buraga in there for all we know. I'm still trying to catch up with the book. So for all I know, he dies somewhere in the High Republic. But if he doesn't, he'll still be alive during this time period. So if he is, I would like to see Buraga in in the Acolyte. That'd be nice.
But you just had to see the next episode.
You had to see the next episode with Kanaka, which is also acted by the same guy, Juan Swatomo, I believe his name is, who does Chewbacca in all the current films. So shout out for him, because he literally said, I want to be a Wookiee Jedi. And they said, okay, bet. You're a Wookiee Jedi.
Your answers have been received.
Your prayers have been heard.
That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Talk backwards.
Talk backwards, you must, yes.
Yeah, Yoda. Yeah, Yoda is like taking up space.
Where am I? Lost I am. Yes, I'm teaching younglings. Yes.
I like how it went a little Stitch.
He is kind of the little Stitch of the universe.
Yoda Stitch gremlin moment.
They're both gremlins,
yeah,
and we love them to death. I need to see my little gremlin green man.
I need to see a gremlin now.
I need to see a gremlin, because if I don't see my gremlin, because he's part of the reason why the Jedi suck. I love you, Yoda, but you're part of the reason.
He is part of the problem.
You're part of the problem. You've been there when they were at the height. So what made you think let's become more stale and rigid? What made you say that?
He got too many. He lost wrinkles in his brain, I think. He got more on his forehead, but less in his brain.
He was like, everyone should be the same. And let's be so cold that we're not compassionate anymore. Let's be so compassionate we're not compassionate anymore.
What a great idea.
What a great idea.
Yeah, this will bode well in the future.
Palpatine, I'm going to use that to make sure everyone hates you. So by the time Order 66 happens, because in the comics, when Order 66 happens, everyone's happy the Jedi are gone. Yeah. In the comics. You're happy the Jedi are gone? Damn.
Even the cameraman.
The cameraman is happy the Jedi. Oh my.
Damn.
You see, this is why I want this show to show us why people like him say, I'm glad they're out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, you are a damn priest that keep pushing me with bullshit force. I don't want to hear this shit no more.
I can't stand no Jedi. Jedi.
So I love these 2 episodes. I thought they were pretty good. I'm very curious, because our camera has very different viewpoint on these 2 episodes. So I'm curious to see not only you guys in the comics.
Hey, you know when you're reading the comments.
The comments. I'm curious to know if you guys or the air in general share either because we all kind of have different opinions on these 2 episodes. I love them. You thought they were okay. Our cameraman thought that he was like, nah. So we have 3 different perspectives on these 2 episodes. Yeah. So I'm curious to see if the internet advisor, please share yours in the comics and the comments below.
In the comments and the comments.
Yeah. Please do, because again, I respond to all the comments. Shout out to ISO, who made that lovely comment about I thought that type of stuff. D4 is what makes me rejuvenated when we do this channel.
Yes.
People like that who make such nice
leave
comments.
Anything. You could just say, nice video, bro, and we're going to appreciate it.
I'm going to be like, you just made my whole week, bro. So please do us that favor. And again, like and subscribe to the D4 channel for all your Star Wars entertainment needs. We also got Spotify, so we will be putting the Spotify in the comments below. If you don't want to see our beautiful droid faces, you can just listen to our beautiful droid voices. So do all of that stuff. I think I rate the first episode and the second episode the same. I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I think the first episode is an 8 out of 10, and the second one is a 7.
Okay, that's a fair rating. So please tell me your ratings as well in the comments below. And if you like this show or you hate this show because it has too much women and women of color in it, do you hate this show because the women,
the woke agenda,
the woke agenda is too prevalent, or do you love it because the woke agenda is right in your face? You let me know in the comments below. But as always, please do not drink poison just because a beautiful woman tells you to.
Don't meditate for 10 years
Do not also meditate for 10 years and still kill yourself. Do not do that. May the Force be with you always. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.